Hey, today we have a new patch and we're going to have a bit of a different game now. I think we've definitely seen some treasure changes and some character changes that might affect the meta a little. Slade's probably dead for this patch, I'd say. Now, of these four, who is the most fun? Pied Piper, King Midas or Celestial Tiger? I honestly don't believe in Krampus, and even Tiger. I'd say Krampus is one of the worst and Celestial Tiger is below average, but that's my personal opinion. I'm going to buy one of these two. Let it be Pied Piper, perhaps. I think Pied Piper got... did it get stronger? I'm not sure. A third thing, Blind Mouse. Don't mind if I do. The reason I'm saying this is because 3 big pigs are now at 5, it's easier to scale into animals, and with the changes to Singing Sword, then trees were nerfed, the changes to the Burning Tree also make it a little different. All in all, I'd say animals have probably gotten a bit better. So with Slay out of the way, and animals and trees are probably the best right now. Mages if you can get them, but they're very niche. I wonder, since there's an additional character, I can shrink spell, and then I'll be in a very good position for next round. I'd say this is the most useful. And then next round I can Mad Mime, Familiar, and another character. If there's also a free roll, then even better, but it doesn't have to be there. It's just a little bonus for this Familiar. It's still fine as a 2-2, though. So, yeah, with Slay out of the way, Mages being kind of hard to make, and Dwarves still on the pod because they got literally nothing, I'd say, I wonder. There was a buff to Great Pumpkin though. Might help? Not sure. Okay, we definitely buy these two, and I think we skip the Kitty Cutpurse, and we take, what, a 3-4? A Bad Billy Graph? I take the cat, but it's a 3-4. So I might just take it instead. I mean, 2 1-1s or a 3-4, interesting. I'm not sure. The 2 1-1s use the Mime buff much better, but the 3-4 is individually strong. Even though it is a 3-4, I'll take the cat because at this point I think it's better to take something that has more utility. And the cat works if we get our hands on a Queen of Hearts. It works better if we find another support, like an Evil Witch. And it also works better with the new character, the Water Wraith, giving the Water Wraith a bit more, that's okay, stats every round than the 3-4 would. So in terms of synergy, the cat's just better, to the point that the +1/+1 is not that relevant. And here we are, this is the Water Wraith I was talking about, and here's the evil support, which I will start with the Water Wraith, honestly. And then I guess we'll buy the chicken and lock. And then next round we can take the Wicked Witch, place her here, and we'll see what else we get our hands on. It's nice if the Water Wraith gets to be a little big. I mean, theoretically it can grow by a maximum of 3-3 this round, which isn't bad at all. But that's a maximum. I'd be surprised. If it's a +1/+1, I'd be happy. Fighting against Selua. The nerfs and buffs... I think apart from destroying Slay, I don't see that much that would affect the meta, and I told you, if it was 1-1, I'd be happy. I mean... the changes were mostly to make things more consistent for future updates, I'd say. The biggest differences are the changes to level 6 characters going to 5 and changes to treasures and such. They do affect the meta, but I'm not sure if it's that significant. And Let's see, I really can't make the white stag work along with this Water Wraith. It might be too greedy to take it, I don't know. We're experimenting here. Is Water Wraith better than the stag? Because the stag wants to be second, and I need the Water Wraith to have something on each side, and preferably the black cat should be to its left to keep attacking and give it buffs. Now there is a Cinderella here. Do I want to try and make a treasure out of Cinderella? It's a 4-4 stag too. I could just place the 4-4 stag instead of the sure shot. No, I don't think so. Okay, let's take this for now. That's the second stag. I think I was way too greedy, too excited about the new character, and I sort of overcommitted to it. Why is everything always hitting that poor Water Wraith? That's the third attack of the 4 attacks that could possibly hit the Water Wraith because it's okay. It says stunned. 5 attacks out of 5 that happened while Water Wraith is alive all hit the Water Wraith. What are the chances? 1 in 32 or something? That's pretty insane from where I'm standing. I don't like Bear Price Big, although it is kind of big for right now. You know what? We'll take it. It's big enough that we'll take it. Do we take Polywoggle? No, I think it's a bit greedy considering what we have. That's very interesting. Don't mind if I do, I suppose. Corrupted Heartwood is interesting because of Queen of Hearts that we see here. I think we'll take it. We'll do it this way. Corrupted Heartwood, and then we'll take it at Earthquake for now. That's +2/+2 on this thing. And then we'll look for the Evil Queen. We'll place her here. So the Water Wraith is still... Oh, it's gotten 1-1 the entire time. Out of a potential, what, 9-9 or something at this point? No, 6-6, right? Still though, it's really bizarre. Is Water Wraith a tank? Does everything that can attack the Water Wraith by default? Because that's my experience so far. No, I'm kidding, I was just unlucky. Still though, that's a hell of a way to start the match. Ah, it missed Water Wraith, amazing. That one didn't, but that's okay. Water Wraith grown by quite a bit. Now, I do lose the pig, so I donate 1 gold to him, which is a shame. I don't usually like to do that. Do we go with just Bearded Vulture instead of Evil Queen? I'd say we should, right? It means abandoning this Water Wraith, which is a 7/7 right now, but that's fine, I suppose. Do we need to buff anything? Not particularly. Okay, that fly is very nice. I suppose I'll just throw away the pig. Its time has passed. Okay, so in terms of animals, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, which is a 12/12 on this guy, so it's not bad. All in all, we kind of want to find more animals, particularly more vultures. If the vulture is upgraded, it's very hard to kill it. Base stats are slightly higher and it grows twice as fast. So it's very much, both in terms of raw power and safety, it's a very qualitative upgrade, if you can get it. We didn't see a hippo yet, but if we see one next round, I'll still take it. It's also nice to have an upgraded familiar. It can be quite big, and especially if it gets too big, like a 50/50 or something, put it in a crock and let it be multiplied. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. But that's a pipe dream for now. That's not amazing, but okay. Alright. I don't think it's a 10-10 now. Ah. That was the worst. I would have won this if that thing didn't survive on 1 health. Yeah, well. We kind of want Princess Peep, if I'm honest. It's the best feeder for animals. There's also a Hungry Hippo and a Time Flies. Those are nice. I'm definitely putting this thing in. question is, well, I suppose I have to sell something, and I have to sell one more thing. If I sell two things, it will be even better. This thing is a bit large right now. Can I sell this Water Wraith? It's a 10-10 Water Wraith. $10-10 is quite large. On the other hand, I saved 2 gold. Or I could just use this spell. It does make me stronger. I will do it. Mostly because to do so not only gives me another animal, which is a buff to Red Vulture and Hungry Hippo, it also gives it health base, so it's a bit harder to take down. I feel as though improving my chances of winning this match is worth the 1 gold. I mean the 2 health. If I lose a match, I lose way more than the 2 health. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. Water Wraith actually works quite well with animals. It's still my win. Because of all of those additional characters that spawn, it's actually quite large. I don't particularly feel the need for this attack buff. This definitely gets bought. Is it time to get rid of Water Wraith? I'm not sure. It's so big. On the other hand, it doesn't go quite as fast, I suppose. Or does it? Maybe it's a good idea to leave it. But then why do I sell? I have to sell something. Suppose I could sell the Wicked Witch to make room for another... yeah. Oh no, that's also necessary. What do I sell? Did I sell the Princess Peep? Because of all of those time flies, there's literally no place for her stuff to come out. Yeah, I think so. And we'll get a Fireball while we're at it. Not bad. Okay. Might be more greedy to do so. No, I will prioritize health over growing this guy. Okay. The problem is that tree, it's going to kill my stuff. Oh, maybe it was suicide. Yeah, it's suicided. Ah, he actually gets a level 5 character. I still win this one though. Water Wraith animals. Works surprisingly well. I think the 17-17 now. Okay, I think it's outlived its usefulness. 17-17 or not, it's not going to... I mean, it might be funny to get rid of the Water Wraith over the Black Cat, but it doesn't synergize with the vultures, and it doesn't synergize with the hippos, so it's a shame, but you've served your purpose. Oh, that's very nice. If I had a way to make this cheaper, Forking Rod would have been amazing. I still take Forking Rod, I think. It's the best here. Do I save up for this? Because I could. I think I will too. Let's take this Fanny and de-end it, and then we'll see. We have quite a few animals and quite a few animal synergies here. We're doing quite well. We're also fighting last place, so we should be safe. At this rate, we'll get to level 6 relatively quickly and very healthy. We have a nice setup. He's got quite a few large characters that we won't out of the way, like the 2130 and the 2020 for the vulture, if possible. It didn't happen, not much, but it's still fine. One of the big characters died and that was enough for us to win this. Otherwise we'd have traded and tied, but hey, killing Water Wraith who had time flies and such, it's not bad. I don't think we need another bearded vulture. I'm taking this, and the Robin Hood is not relevant for us. Another bearded vulture. That's 3 of them in a row. What's going on? How many of them are there? They're level 4. We already have 3 in our hands. Bears would have been very nice. Or another hippo would also be very nice. But or another blind mouse just for the artifact. But we don't see any of that. I'd go so far as to take a cat for this blind mouse at this point. But there's nothing. It's truly amazing. We did see 2 spells for XP when we are 1 away, which is really silly. Well, hopefully we don't lose too badly because we literally didn't change a thing. All we got was this 3 gold. We rolled 9 and saw nothing. No hippo, no baby bears, no 3 pigs, which is 5 now, or even a cat to put instead of this mouse. Obviously a mouse, obviously time flies. There have been so many. There were so many options for us to actually make a difference. Upgrade our little party here. And none of them came true, so that's a bit sad. Yeah, 10 damage is nothing at this point on my backline. My backline is too big for that. Let's just feed my backline. If he had Dracula's Saber, he'd be feeding off my characters too, and then I'd be in danger of losing. That is one large familiar. And with those very chunky ranged guys as well, I am losing. Well, a bit of a shame. Okay, level 4 artifact, let's go. Reduplicator might be interesting, or Moonsonghorn. Moonsonghorn is because we have a Forking Rod. The combination is quite nice. Now, that's nice. That's also okay. I mean, it clears up space in the inventory, gives us another artifact. How good is it for animals to be evil? Not very, right? We don't particularly... I mean, I suppose it unlocks Pumpkin, but really, that's not very relevant. And Horn of Olympus, we don't have any support, I think. I had a deck of many things to replace this corrupted Heartwood. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So, Blind Mouse... oh, excuse me. Blind Mouse is sold for a Blaze of Glory on this guy, making it a 32-53 for this round instead of 12. And this also buffs Wizard Familiar by 4, so it's not bad. It's been very small because you didn't really cast spells. That means that our friend... oh, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all, actually. Cupid could have been so much worse. I wanted her to suicide so that the wizard won't hit her. I mean, won't hit me back. It's good that she's dead, though. Those ranged are annoying. That's good. That's bad. That's quite a bit of damage, all in all. Not worthwhile. We could actually have gone trees. No, oh wait, good boy in our situation. How bad is it? It's not bad at all, right? We have a lot of ways to buff it and almost everything's good. So we could try. And here's the reward, another good boy. The question is, what do I sell for this? Do I sell the familiar? I think so, it's not good. So it's not going to be able to hold up. We didn't really get that much stronger this round, but we are fighting against last place, who just hit 6, I think. and we have one good boy to buff another, so it's not too bad, right? I mean, the good boy buffs, it's a 3-3 plus a 6-6, so it's 9-9 on these two, with the attack mainly, is quite helpful. Hopefully next round we can find even one attack or health buff that we can put on one good boy, and it should propagate to the other, unless we are very unlucky. Best would be plus 10 attack, I think, because our things are beefy but lack attack. The bursting is obviously the best of the best for us, but going good boy has its advantages. Huh, that's not too bad a beam, honestly. This is definitely a counter to us, and we might even die. Sheer size of these guys, and the fact that they keep growing. Dracula Saber plus double Oni King. That's so incredibly bad for us. It's not even funny. Are we dead? Yeah. No, we are one off. Okay. Amazing. An upgraded good boy. This is the best we can do, right? And the Wonderful Winning is interesting, but I think this is the best we can do. We should try for another animal. Or another good, either or. The black cat is an animal, so it buffs the back row, but it does not benefit from the plus 40 on the front row. On the other hand, it does have plus 15 already, it's not too bad. Guess we'll buy it. And here's the bursting. Merlin's test doubled on this good boy that's upgraded already. It's very nice. There's also another time flies here. If we don't die this round, if we make it past this round, then we should be good to go. Because the bursting comes into play instead of the bearded vulture, another time flies on the back line, and we definitely are in business. Also, the good boy is just that big. For this point in the game, it's quite large, and it's only going to grow big quite faster. With 2 spells a turn, unless of course it's the plus 10. The plus 10 is not going to be reduced enough to be cast twice. But still, a bit cheaper spells and multicast some of the time is quite nice. Okay, that's... Don't hit the vulture. Ah, that was so bad. Hitting the vulture was so bad. On the other hand, not this guy. Not... I needed things to go differently. Did I need it though? I would have liked things to have gone differently, but do I really need it to? Yes, I did need to. Amazingly. In the end, despite the fact that we had quite large attacks, the range just survived and sniped us. That was a bit of a shame. We definitely stood to be a chance to be first place this game, had things gone just slightly differently. But even so, it was interesting. We got to see the new card, Water Wraith, and it seems to be quite synergetic with either monsters or animals or some combination of the two. It's quite good with a lot of tokens, but obviously it would synergize well with Oni King as well. Anyway, thanks for watching, and you can like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time.